Greetings. We're radiating peace, love, healing, and harmony. We enjoy good health and we celebrate abundant gifts. So how you being? This message is for the spiritual beings, the people that decided to cut ties with the religion world, right? This message is for you guys. This message is for the ones that decided to wake up and got awakened and understand that they are in the image of a god or goddess. They no longer address themselves as a human being, because a human being is corporate world. All of this stuff is corporate. It's the human beings are people that grew up of what those oppressors put out there for us. Those are human beings, blind, deaf, and dumb. They don't have a clue of who they are, and they don't want to wake up. They just gonna enjoy their lives the way it is, being blind, deaf, and dumb. But this is for the spiritual people that chose to get on a journey of healing, discovering themselves, and becoming a better version of themselves so they can become the change that they need to be in the world. If I'm talking about you, let me tell you something. Leave social media alone when it comes to human beings in context and trying to tell people, give them a holistic perspective, because they're not going to get the holistic perspective. They're not going to get that. And you'll be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I realized as of today, I seen a comment because I said something. I just agreed. Yeah. And I'm like, let me let it go, because I'm not finna go back and forth with no blind, deaf, and dumb person. I'm not finna go back and forth with somebody that don't know who they are. I'm not going back and forth if a person don't know who they are, if they didn't have a mom or a dad. Right? And I always tell people, take away your mom and dad and all of the stuff that was given and taught to you. Who are you? Where did your energy come from? Like, until you can find out that, you're going to be blind, deaf, and dumb. Figure out why you chose your parents to come in this world. Figure out who helped you come through this portal through your mom. Because you're not your parents. You're not who you are on that birth certificate. And all of y'all over here on this bullshitting social media, and you don't know who you are and where you come from. And I'm not going back and forth. I'm not finna comment. I'm not finna share my perspective of anything, because human beings, they don't know how to accept a holistic approach. Because you want to know why? They fake as hell. They fake just like hell. If you sit up here and believe hell and heaven, you blind, deaf, and dumb. You better learn to create your heaven right now in this shell when you breathe and when you get up every day. Make heaven. Create peace. Create love. Create healing. Create good health. Celebrate your abundant gifts. So if you a spiritual person, man, don't be debating no human. Don't debate, because you just gon'... They don't understand. They don't understand, and they don't overstand. They blind, deaf, and dumb. If you in here and you sit up here and you talking about man was first, a woman come from a rib, you blind, deaf, and dumb. You don't even know the origin of why they said that in the first place in the Bible. You don't get it. Y'all need to wake up and get awakened to the truth. Your truth. It's billions of people in America, and you got a military and a government. And you mean to tell me we still in the same predicament? You scared? You scared? You don't want to. That's why I'm like, let me do me. Let me become the change that I want to see. Let me help my tribe. Let me track more tribal members. Let me get in here and let some people understand who they are. Whether it's through numerology, wisdom, numbers. Numbers came before alphabets. But anyway, if you are a spiritual person and you out here healing, doing your shadow work and stuff like that, man, don't be out here trying to share your perspective on social media, celebrity, Hollywood entertainment, Hollywood, whatever that is, even the fake conscious community. Don't get on here and try to be going back and forward. What you need to do with your following, your fans, continue to heal growth or whatever they're attracted to, whatever, why they following you, continue to do that. Because tapping into this industry stuff is not for, it's only for the humans. They can go back and forth all day on that dumb stuff because they thinking they know people from of what they see on the internet, and they don't know them for person, and they don't got the intelligence enough to read between the lines when they see people talking. They don't know how to read the energy from a photo. They don't know none of that. Blind, deaf, and dumb. But shout out to all of the intelligent gods and goddesses, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the people that can balance feminine and masculine within one body. Shout out to y'all. Because everybody can't do it. Everybody cannot do it. So again, I just want to say, again, spiritual leaders, don't go back and forth with no human beings, but you can go back and forth with spiritual beings. Gods and goddesses, go back and forth. Do it with them. But you can't go back and forth with no blind, deaf, and dumb person. You cannot. Because that will agitate you, your intelligence. That's why I be by myself. Do you hear me? I be by myself. I don't have friends. I don't have nobody in my inner circle because I love my peace. And I'm not finna just hang around anybody. You got to be intelligent person. An intellectual person. Somebody that's willing to learn every day. A person that's create every day. If you are a creator and you create every day, you creating something, you a god or a goddess. You ain't human. Humans don't create. They negative. That's all it is. They negative. They're rather bash people. They're rather everything negative. And you know social media is the belly of the beast, so they on here negative. That's why I don't hang with religion people, especially Christians. I don't. They be wishy-washy. They been the main ones on social media be hollering about God this, God that, and then get on here and be making money for bashing people. So I don't deal with y'all. I don't deal with no religion people, period. Because they blind, deaf, and dumb, and they part of the corporate world. I'm dealing with people that understand, and understand the corporate world into where they on the other side of the matrix. If you ain't trying to get out of the matrix, you blind, deaf, and dumb. For real. You got people out here. I'm going to leave it at that because gods and goddesses, you're not going to win when it comes to humans. So continue to work on yourselves. Become a better version of yourself. And get out here in the community and help make America great again. And let me say this before I get off here. I'm finna put a real kick in here. If you have took a blood test, and if your higher percentage is not in America, get your ass up out of here so we can make America great again. How you being?